Installing trend and drivers. Double-click the trend zip file. Double-click the unzipped disk image. In the installer window, drag the trend application icon onto the application's shortcut. Then click the Trend HASP USB key drivers folder and follow the instructions to install the SafeNet drivers for your HASP license key. Then click the USB drivers for the Galaxy CM-150 meter folder to install the silicone graphics drivers for the meter's USB converter. Plug in the HASP USB license key, it will illuminate to indicate authentication. Plug in the meter's USB converter cable. Power on the meter. Launch the trend application. Click the Name and Location button to name your meter. If your computer is on the network, and email is configured, enter an email address that Trend can email reports to. Click OK in the configuration window to accept all default settings. A red disc on the meter marks peak hold, the highest level reached since launch or the last restart. A green line designates the threshold level, where levels exceeding the threshold count as exposure. The meter is blue below the threshold and green above the threshold. The yellow and red lines define the zone. This is the green shaded area where music levels should generally be, between the recommended minimum and maximum levels as set in configuration. The pointer along the left of the meter is the constantly updating TWE, a time-weighted average of all levels above the threshold. Everything below the threshold is ignored. The meter and TWA pointer turn yellow when in the zone, and turn red when above the zone. The timer under the meter reflects how much cumulative time the level has exceeded the threshold, showing how much total time level counted as exposure. Click the timer at any time to restart the exposure timer and the TWA pointer. The TWA pointer will not appear until the first time level exceeds the threshold, since it is not until this moment that any level has counted as exposure. A log entry and email report will occur when level exceeds the alarm level. If this is the first email Trend tries to send since installation, it may ask you for permission to automatically do this in the future. Clicking on the level value at any time will generate a manual report. Save the current settings, including meter position, to a file. Open this file to return to the previous setup. The trend file will remember where the meter is on the display if it is saved. From the menu, open the beacon. The beacon, if it is open or not, its size and position are all remembered in the file. The meter and TWA pointer turn yellow when in the zone, and turn red when above the zone. You are now ready to start using Trend with its conservative default values. Threshold is set at 80. Recommended minimum level for music is set at 85. Recommended maximum level for music is set at 90. An email alarm will trigger every time levels exceed 100. Keep your level in TWA for louder music within the zone. If level is above the TWA pointer, then TWA is getting pushed up. If level is below the TWA pointer, then TWA is getting pulled down. Thank you for using Trend.